So I pulled hit. So I did a bunch of summons, not a bunch, like 3 summons on the GT banner because your boy still to this day had not done a full rotation on the GT banner. So I decided I had 2 steps. I had 5k crystals. Let's do it. So I did steps 5, 6, 7, which is the free multi, and then 3, and then did a guaranteed sparking. I actually got the Broly animation, but I didn't get none of the Vegito Blue. I got Super Vegito, which was a little upsetting. I wasn't upset about it, because I mean, Broly animation into Super Vegito. But out of the 3 LFs on that banner, he's easily the one I would have wanted the least. Simply because his Z ability helps me the least. I don't like Namek Goku, I think he's trash, but at least he has a really good Z ability. There's about 3 people on Fusions that have the same damn Z ability that Vegito has at 3 stars, so I wasn't blown out of the water with it. But my guaranteed sparking landed me hit. And he is a unit that I've wanted for quite some time, just simply because I didn't have him. Like, honestly, also, can someone, I completely glanced over because I was talking about the summons. At the beginning of this match, there's a point where I tap attack him when I very clearly hit the strike card. It's not even like I tapped in between the cards. I rewinded it like 10 times. Every single time when I looked at it, I hit the strike card at the same time he started tap attacking, and I hadn't hit the screen before that point. So why on earth did he tap attack his Vegito and cause me to lose, almost caused me to lose my damn Vegito in the process? Like, honestly, what was that BS? But anyway, I finally pulled hit. He's a unit that I've wanted for quite some time, just simply because I didn't have him. And I can now see why people liked him so much. I never understood it. Like, since he came out, I never understood why people liked Hit so much. I mean, he's literally the same thing Pikkon currently is, which is he only functions on one team, and it's a dual color team. And everyone is giving Pikkon a whole bunch of garbage for that, so why was Hit ever as good as he was? And I always figured it was the units they put him with, because people would always put him with like Namek Goku, Full Power Frieza. That was like the original yellow, blue trio. And it's just like, I never understood why Hit was so good. Now that I finally have him, this Hit is only 3 stars. I pulled him once and then I chucked 100 Z power into him so that he'd be buffing yellow and blue. He's absolutely amazing. like honestly, I have no idea how I didn't see it before, but Hit is pretty good and he's really fun to use. I don't know. He's just really fun to use. Also, I don't know how YouTubers vanish during tap attacks. Like, I've stopped tap attacking and everything. I don't understand how that is a thing. Also, we win this match, by the way. I'm going to say this right now. I've yet to lose a match with this team, which I do think is Vegito and Trunks is doing, not necessarily Hits, but either way, you can clearly see this match. I had absolutely no right to win this match. But somehow I pull a comeback out of my ass with this match. And I believe the last match of the video is a match where I almost lost a match I had no business, like, losing. I didn't lose the match, obviously. I literally just said I've won every single match I've done with this team. But I almost lost a match that I had no business losing. And it was kind of ridiculous. But just going on to the match, I guess. Gotenks is still a monster. People don't give him the time of day, but he puts up damage. Like, type advantage or not, Trunks is one of the tankiest, if not the tankiest unit in the game right now. Obviously excluding Zenkai Trunks, because you need him Zenkai in order for him to do anything. He's easily like the tankiest unit in the game. So even with type disadvantage, he usually doesn't take that much damage. And for Gotenks, pre-transformation to do all that damage, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I can't tell you it's not really good. I don't understand why no one ever gave him the time of day. I think he's easily, not top tier, but he's definitely S. Who's Rising Rush just got guess? Oh, there's two freaking Vegetos. All I see is the blue hair. Like, I don't notice the gi difference. All I see is the damn blue hair. Like, honestly, it's all I see in these Rising Rushes is just blue hair. That pissed me off. It's like, really? Like, I was oh so desperately trying to save that ultimate for Kefla, but I couldn't because Vegito just didn't feel like doing 49,000 with the tap attack. He just straight up didn't feel like it. If you expect me to believe he couldn't do it, no, he probably could have. He just felt like not doing it. Because I swear to God, tap attacks do random damage. Because I've noticed it in Ultra Space Time Rush. I'll use the exact same unit with the exact same units with it on a tap attack, and it'll do different damage each time. I don't think I've ever done a tap attack that did the same damage 2 times in a row with the exact same set of circumstances. And it's I don't know. I find it odd. And yes, I let hit go because I don't know, I was still getting used to hit. I felt like Vegito would have done better for me. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm happy I went with Vegito because we just got the perfect vanish and then Rising Rush. I probably could have killed with just the strike cards, and in hindsight, I should have just done that because if this Rising Rush got guessed, I was screwed. But this is the decision we made, and it worked. So, Vegito for the win, boys. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with these tap attacks and such. I don't know if you guys noticed the random jump in my audio, but the reason for that is because I forgot to cut out the getting into the match section for this match, so I was commentating over it, and I got a little pissy about it because I'm supposed to cut that crap out beforehand. And as I've stated before, the reason why I started cutting it out was because these files are really big, and my phone does not have a lot of space, so I need to conserve space where I can. Trust and believe, I actually don't like it when YouTubers don't include the matchup thing, because I like knowing exactly what the person I'm watching is facing, the exact team, the equipment, you know, all the star amount, all that stuff. I like seeing that, and if I had the space for that BS, I would, but I would much rather just not include that and save like half a gig worth of space on my phone to actually be able to save and upload this crap than to include it and have to take an entire match away as a result, because there's 4 matches in this video. If I kept all that crap in, this would have been a 3-match video. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you guys get more actual content out of me cutting that out. Now, if I'm ever in a situation when, you know, I can include that and it doesn't matter, then I absolutely will. But for the time being, I'm just going to have to deal with not having the before and after for the matches. Just the match itself, win screen, and cut to the next match. Anyway, Hit's dead, by the way. I think this is the only match where Hit actually dies, though. Well, like, obviously he died in the last one, but he died in the last, like, 5 counts. So, I mean, like, early on in the match. Technically, he dies twice, alright? But in terms of actually dying while the match is still happening, I think it's like the only time Hit dies, and this was actually the very first match I recorded. This was the very first match I had ever done with Hit in PvP, and he dies almost immediately. It did show me that I picked the right 2 units to chuck with him, though, Vegito Blue and Rage Trunks. Vegito Blue is going to be with them anyway. It's yellow, yellow, blue. What better blue unit to use than Vegito Blue? But I had considered the EX Broly, but my EX Broly is only at 3 stars, and I don't think EX Broly can really hang with the meta at 3 stars. I think you need him at like minimum at least 4. Then he can start, you know, it's not his damage that's the problem. He does good damage at 1 star even. It's just he can't take a hit. It's the thing with most extreme units, they can't take hits to save their damn lives. And Vegito Blue and Rage Trunks actually like directly buffs Vegito Blue, and I could still have EX Broly on the bench, so it just all worked out in the end. Obviously, you guys will see the full team and its equipment at the end of the video, and which this video is actually longer. I could tell he had a Rising Rush. It was just super obvious, so I just went for the tackle. But forfeits. But as always, you guys will see the full team and the equipment. I don't show the bottom 3 units equipment because, again, there's no point. Just like last time, I had no interest, or I had no intention on using the bottom 3 units. So there's no point in showing their equipment. You could literally chuck any equipment down there that you wanted. There's a bit of match. There's a bit of match in this lag. The lag wasn't that bad. Now I've been in matches where you could say there's a little bit of match in this lag. This was not one of them. It wasn't that freaking laggy, but there was a bit of lag in this match. And I couldn't really tell what in the hell this guy was trying to do. It was very obvious that he just wanted to perfect vanish everything. It was very weird at first. This is the match, by the way, that like I had no business losing, which you guys will see. Like Fusion 13's already almost dead, and you guys will see in a second that I had no business losing this match, yet I almost did, simply because of this guy's wonky ass playstyle. That and the fact that he waits much longer than I'm willing to whenever I vanish. Just I'm starting to get a bit more patient, but I refuse to sit there for 5 full counts. It's just not a thing you're gonna get me to do. It's why I'll never even attempt to get anywhere past like, maybe like the top 1K. I don't do top 10K just simply because I don't want to. But say I was like a competitive person, I would still never strive for like, the top 100 or any of that, because I just simply don't have the patience to do top 100. I mean, ignoring the fact that I would actually have to want to play the game. At this point, the only thing keeping me playing the game is the fact that it's Dragon Ball and it does well on the channel. If you want me to be completely honest with you, the fact that it's Dragon Ball and it does well on the channel is pretty much the only reason you guys still see Dragon Ball Legends here. And the fact that obviously, I said I'd give it, until the 1-year anniversary of me making the types of videos that I made. I didn't expect to be playing it this much, but, towards the end of this anniversary, a lot of stuff started happening. I started pulling a lot of units started coming out, so a lot of stuff ended up happening, and that's why there's been so many damn Dragon Ball Legends videos. But after the anniversary, when the game gets even drier than it's been for the past month during the anniversary, it's gonna be different on this damn channel. This channel is gonna be different. It's gonna be a hella different. I could hear that sidestep. I'm pretty sure I was actually too late on that sidestep. I will always forget that Trunks doesn't get ki with his main ability. At this point, I've actually like more or less expected units to get like a minimum of 40 ki with their main ability. So the fact that Trunks just doesn't always confuses me and just like trips me up in the middle of matches, because the only reason Vegito got hit here was because the game did not let me switch out fast enough. I would just like to point that out. The only reason Vegito is currently being hit with the Rising Rush and is now about to die from this Rising Rush is because the game would not let me switch fast enough. Hence I had no right to lose this match. I should have dominated this match, but because the game wanted to say, hey, you wanted to keep Rage Trunks in, right? No, actually, I didn't, but yeah, sure. I don't know how I managed to make this comeback, and like, again, see, there's some of that lag. Luckily, Rage Trunks does really good damage late in the match because he's built up all those damn buffs. And that's why I think pairing him up with Hit is so good, because both him and Hit are just buffs on top of buffs on top of buffs. And Rage Trunks makes up for the lack of offensive buffs that Vegito's gonna get. So Vegito, the only actual buffer he's getting is Strike Attack from Hit, and then double defense from base Vegito. And then obviously the Blast Attack and defense from Trunks. So he is kind of lacking in terms of, actual Z ability buffs. So Trunks kind of makes up for it a little bit by just, giving him all of those buffs through his passive. That's another reason why I decided to pair Rage Trunks and Vegito Blue up with Hit. Because Trunks isn't really going to help Hit out in any way, shape, or form. But Trunks will help Vegito out immensely. And Vegito is going to help the whole team out. So it's very good to just have these units here in the way that they are. But You see what I mean? See what I mean by this guy's like wonky playstyle? Like I tried just doing like random stuff. He waits forever. This guy's playstyle is really weird. And it's like, I know damn well you had Ki. Like, where the hell did your Ki go? We finally just won, but it was so weird. That match was so weird. And shouldn't have lasted as long as it did, but Vegito decided he wanted to not come out quickly. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have Hit and Vegito Blue, I suggest you try them out together. They're really fun. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.